Welcome to War Bios, the podcast where we delve into the lives of history's most fascinating figures. I'm your host, General Biography, and today we're exploring the life of Samudragupta, one of ancient India's most remarkable emperors. Born in the early 4th century AD, Samudragupta would go on to shape the course of Indian history with his military conquests, administrative genius, and cultural achievements. Samudragupta was born around 35 AD in the city of Pataliputra, the capital of the Gupta Empire. His father, Chandragupta I, was a powerful emperor who had expanded the empire's borders through a series of strategic alliances and military campaigns. Samudragupta's mother, Kumara Devi, was a princess from the Licchavi dynasty, a neighboring kingdom that would play a significant role in shaping Samudragupta's future. As a child, Samudragupta would have grown up surrounded by the opulence and grandeur of the imperial court. The city of Pataliputra was a vibrant center of learning, art, and culture, attracting scholars, poets, and philosophers from all over India. The young prince would have been exposed to the finest education available, studying the classical Indian arts, including Sanskrit literature, philosophy, and music. Samudragupta's family background was marked by a strong military tradition. His father, Chandragupta I, had expanded the empire's borders through a series of conquests, and his grandfather, Ghatotkacha, was a renowned warrior who had fought against the invading Hunas. This martial heritage would have instilled in Samudragupta a sense of duty, courage, and ambition that would serve him well in his future endeavors. As Samudragupta grew older, he would have become increasingly aware of the complexities and challenges of ruling a vast and diverse empire. His father's reign had seen the Gupta Empire expand significantly, but it had also created new tensions and rivalries with neighboring kingdoms. The young prince would have been exposed to the intricacies of court politics, learning how to navigate the complex web of alliances, rivalries, and diplomatic relationships that underpin the empire's power. The Licchavi dynasty, from which Samudragupta's mother hailed, had a long history of producing skilled diplomats and administrators. Kumara Devi's influence can be seen in Samudragupta's later policies and decisions, which often reflected a deep understanding of the complexities of Indian politics and the importance of strategic alliances. One of the most significant events of Samudragupta's early life was his exposure to the famous University of Pataliputra. This renowned institution was a hub of learning, attracting scholars from all over India who came to study astronomy, mathematics, medicine, and other subjects. The young prince would have had access to some of the most learned minds of the time, broadening his perspective and shaping his worldview. With his father's legacy as a foundation, Samudragupta is poised to embark on his own path to greatness, one that will take him to the heights of power and cement his place in Indian history. As Samudragupta ascended to the throne around 3035 AD, he faced numerous challenges, including rival kingdoms, invading tribes, and internal power struggles. However, he proved himself to be a skilled and ambitious leader, determined to expand the Gupta Empire's borders and secure its position as a dominant power in ancient India. One of Samudragupta's most significant military campaigns was against the Licchavi kingdom, which had long been a thorn in the side of the Gupta Empire. In a series of brilliant maneuvers, Samudragupta outmaneuvered the Licchavi forces, ultimately defeating them and incorporating their territory into the empire. This victory not only expanded the empire's borders, but also demonstrated Samudragupta's military genius and his ability to adapt to different situations. Another notable campaign was against the Kushan Empire, which had been a major power in ancient India for centuries. Samudragupta's forces defeated the Kushans, capturing key cities and territories, including the strategic city of Mathura. This victory marked a significant turning point in Indian history as it cemented the Gupta Empire's position as the dominant power in the region. Samudragupta's military successes were not limited to his campaigns against rival kingdoms. He also launched a series of successful expeditions against invading tribes, including the Hunas, who had been a constant threat to the empire's borders. These victories not only secured the empire's borders, but also demonstrated Samudragupta's commitment to protecting his people and maintaining stability in the region. One of the key factors behind Samudragupta's military successes was his innovative approach to warfare. He introduced new tactics, such as the use of elephants and cavalry, which allowed him to outmaneuver his opponents and gain a strategic advantage on the battlefield. He also invested heavily in the development of infrastructure, including roads, bridges, and fortifications, which facilitated the movement of troops and supplies. Samudragupta's administrative genius was another factor that contributed to his success. He established an efficient system of governance, which allowed him to maintain control over the vast territories under his rule. He also promoted trade, commerce, and culture, encouraging the development of arts, literature, and science throughout the empire. The impact of Samudragupta's military campaigns and administrative reforms can be seen in the numerous inscriptions and coins that have been discovered from this period. These artifacts provide valuable insights into the emperor's policies, his relationships with neighboring kingdoms, and the cultural and economic developments that took place during his reign. As we examine Samudragupta's remarkable achievements, it becomes clear that he was driven by a strong sense of duty, ambition, and vision for the future of India. He was a true statesman who understood the complexities of power and the importance of strategic alliances, diplomacy, and military strength in maintaining stability and security. In conclusion, Samudragupta's military campaigns and administrative reforms marked a significant turning point in Indian history, cementing the Gupta Empire's position as a dominant power in ancient India. His innovative approach to warfare, his commitment to protecting his people, and his promotion of trade, commerce, and culture have left a lasting legacy that continues to inspire and fascinate us today. As Samudragupta's reign progressed, he became increasingly focused on promoting art, literature, and culture throughout the empire. He was a patron of learning and encouraged scholars, poets, and artists to flourish under his rule. The emperor himself was known to be a skilled poet and musician, and his court attracted some of the most talented minds of the time. One of Samudragupta's most significant cultural achievements was the promotion of Sanskrit literature. He encouraged the development of this ancient language, which became the lingua franca of the empire, and patronized many notable writers and poets. The famous poet Harisena, who composed the Allahabad pillar inscription, was one such example of a talented writer who flourished under Samudragupta's patronage. Samudragupta also invested heavily in the development of architecture and art. He commissioned numerous temples, monuments, and public buildings, which showcased the advanced engineering skills and artistic talents of the time. The famous Udayagiri caves, with their intricate carvings and sculptures, are a testament to the emperor's commitment to promoting art and culture. In addition to his cultural achievements, Samudragupta's personal life is also worth exploring. He was known to be a just and fair ruler, beloved by his people, and his reign is often referred to as the Golden Age of ancient India. The emperor was married to several queens, including Datta Devi, who played an important role in promoting Buddhism throughout the empire. Despite his many achievements, Samudragupta's later life was not without challenges. He faced numerous rebellions and uprisings, particularly from the tribes in the western parts of the empire. However, he proved himself to be a skilled diplomat and strategist, often using his military prowess and diplomatic skills to quell these uprisings and maintain stability throughout the empire. As Samudragupta's reign drew to a close, he became increasingly focused on ensuring the continuation of his legacy. He appointed his son, Chandragupta II, as his successor, who would go on to become one of the most famous emperors in Indian history. Samudragupta's death around 380 AD marked the end of an era, but his impact on Indian society and culture continues to be felt to this day. In conclusion, Samudragupta's cultural achievements and personal life have left a lasting legacy that continues to inspire and fascinate us today. His commitment to promoting art, literature, and culture has had a profound impact on Indian society, and his reign remains one of the most celebrated periods in ancient Indian history. That's all for today's War Bios. Remember to like, share, and subscribe, and until next time, I'm General Biography, reminding you to keep marching toward victory.